All right, let's get started with our everyday makeup routine. First, you want to start off with your skincare, and you want to make sure that before you apply your skincare, take a little bit of water and just make sure that your skin is damp. Having a little bit of moisture on the skin will help your products absorb that moisture and pull it into your skin, giving you the best bang for your buck, so to say. Next, we're going to go in with our primer. This is the primer that you have. It is the iridescent strobe primer. You can apply that with your fingers. Of course, we want to make sure that we have clean hands before starting. Now that our primer is on, we're going to go in with our concealer. And remember, the first step with your concealer, in order to get the nice even skin tone that you're going for in your natural look, is to start with the concealer that is the same shade as your skin, okay? Not your brightener. We're going to put a little bit on the back of our hand. And then using either a flat concealer brush like this, or this is a smaller lip brush, either one will do depending on the spots that you want to cover. You're gonna go in and cover it. Get a little bit of product on your brush, and then go in and tap over every single spot that you want to cover. Once you have all the spots that you want to cover covered, go back in and you're just going to lightly diffuse the edges, trying not to take any of the product off the redness, but to make it look a little bit more seamless into your skin and not like a bunch of dots. All right, now we got all those spots kind of blended in. We have a little bit more coverage. I mean, I'm sure you could see just from the beginning of the video how much redness and acne that I currently have in my skin, and like how much you can see now. This is a huge improvement. So now we can go in with our face coverage products. Now you're using a tinted moisturizer. I'm using a CC cream. Same idea. We're going to just apply it the same way. So we'll take a little bit out, put it on the back of our hand. Remember, our products work so much better when they are warm. So put the product, for you, your tinted moisturizer, on the back of your hand, and then you are going to go in with one of two brushes, so 3. So we have our buffing brushes, which are a little bit round, but very, very dense. Okay, or you can go in with a kabuki style brush, which again, very dense but flat. So depending kind of on the results that you want in the end will depend on what brush you use. Okay, if you use your hands, you will get a lighter coverage because you will be diffusing the pigment in the product when you apply it to your hand. Most of it will be on your hand, some will be on your face. It'll be like a 50-50. If you apply it with a kabuki brush, you're going to get more of a full coverage. If you apply with one of these buffer brushes, you get a little bit more of a medium coverage. Okay, and then of course you have your blending bud as well, which we will use in the end. I'm just going to go in with a foundation brush. I'm going to pick up some of the product, okay, get it kind of all pushed into the brush. And then we are going to start by pushing the product into the skin. So you want to start into your cheek area, start in your T-zone, and pull the product out, because this is the part of your face where you want to get the most coverage. Right around here where we have the most redness. Around the outside of our face, we don't usually have that much discoloration. Plus, it is normal for the skin to be a little bit more, need neutralization here, but not on the outsides. So I'm just pushing the product in. You can see the motion I'm using. Push and pat over and over and over again. This is just going to help the product melt into the skin. So you will do the same even with the product that you are using. You still see the glow in my skin. So we don't have to use a lot of product because we pre-covered our imperfections and anything that made us feel a little bit uncomfortable with our skin. You can see what a crazy difference that is. My skin still looks like skin. All right, so any brush that is round like this is going to give you this type of results. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish the other side. All right, now that we have our face covered, we're going to go in with our cream products. Now, you are going to use a cream bronzer, blush, and highlight. That is in an all-in-one kit. I'm going to use cream contour sticks. They are the same idea. We're going to use them exactly the same way. So you're going to take your back end of your brush and you're going to take some of the product off. And you're going to put that on the back of your hand. Okay?
This is paradise.
It's a long way from that Lakewood Heights shack we lived in.
It's a proud day when a son outstrips his father's wildest dreams.
Next, you're going to go in with your cream contour brush. Let me grab. Looks like this is a little synthetic brush. It is kind of thicker on the bottom with looser ends on the top. Okay, we're going to pick up the product.
Where are you?
Get it all in the brush so that you don't have to come back. And we are going to draw our contour line down from where our top of our ear hits our face. That will be our start. And for you, you're going to bring the line all the way down and up this part of your cheek. So smile big. And then all the way down and around your cheek, because we're trying to give fullness to this area, okay? So we're gonna come right down. I'm just gonna stipple. I am not gonna go around my cheek because I'm chubby in the cheeks. So I'm just gonna come right down here. You're gonna do the exact same movement, except we're gonna follow it all the way down around the bottom of the cheek where you smile.
No, just the tip.
Picking up where the last video wouldn't save, we are just finishing up our contour. We're going from the tips of our ears down to our nostril. And for yourself, you want to make sure you are rounding the bottom part of the apple of your cheek. That's going to give you the most fullness and definition in that area. Blend that all out. If you find that it's too dark, go back in with your foundation brush and you can go right over it to diffuse those colors. If you want to do your nose, start from your eyebrows and just do straight lines down to the tip of your nose on both sides and blend. Your brightening concealer will be used when you are doing your glam makeup looks. So I like to put my brightener right under our cheeks for a little bit more definition, down the center of our nose, the center of our forehead, and of course on our under eyes. Use your blending bud and just tap that in. Don't do any rubbing or pulling. Just tap it on, tap, 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 until it is completely blended in. This is going to give your face a bit more of a glam definition. Next, we're going in with our cream blush. So your blush is in your 3-pack compact. You can choose any one of those colors. I really love the middle color on you. Using your cream contour brush, the exact same one, just get some color onto the blush the exact same way that you got your contour color in, and then go in and put that right on your cheeks. You want to put the most amount of color in the apples of your cheeks because that's where we want to draw the attention and where we want to add volume. So blend out that color right in the apples where you smile and right overlapping your contour so it kind of becomes a seamless color shade. And remember, if you feel like you've gone too close to the eye, like I feel like I have now, just grab your blending bud and diffuse those edges by tapping them out. Next, we want to go in with our cream highlighter. Now, I'm just using a cream stick. I know you're using a cream compact, but we use them exactly the same way. We're going to get a little bit of that product on our finger, and we're just going to tap that lightly using our ring finger on the tops of the apples of our cheeks. This is just going to cause the sun to hit that area every time we smile and give us a very beautiful, youthful glow. I also like to put a little bit of the cream highlighter down the center of my nose and on the tip of my nose, just to elongate it and give it that look that it is nice and straight and thin. I finish off with a little bit on the top of our eyebrows, right where our eyebrows lift when we smile, and on the temples of our face. This will give a beautiful halo reflection of light around our eyeballs and is very youthful. Now, once we're finished with our cream products, we want to go in and make sure we are spraying down our face with our setting spray so that it lasts all day. Remember to get the face nice and damp and then just let it air dry. You can see how that gives so much glow to the skin. Okay, so now that you have your dewy finish, your everyday natural summery makeup, now I'm going to show you how you can take this and just glam it up a little bit by just mattifying it using the Peach Bite palette that you have received. So this is the palette that you have. It has a bronzer, a blush, and illuminator, and we're going to use all three of those products today, okay? You have this, you have a double-sided blush brush, which can also be used for your highlight and your eyeshadow. So we're going to start off with the larger size, and we're going to go in on the bronzer. Now, how we want to get it on our brush is right on the edge, okay? So we want to dip the brush right into the bronzer to get the product on. And then using that same edge that we put all of the product on, we're just gonna lay this on top of exactly where we put all of our cream contour products. This is just going to deepen the bronze that we already have and give it a little bit more of a glam type of finish. You go ahead and do that on both sides. You can do it over your cheeks. You can do it on your forehead if you like. Now, because this is more of a neutral matte shade, you can actually go a little bit lower, kind of on the part of your forehead that is round. That's kind of the place where we like to put our bronzer. So our contour right into our hairline, our bronzer on the roundest part of our face. I'm gonna go in and just define the nose a little bit more. Having a very defined contour on your nose, I find just looks so glamorous, takes any look from day to night. And a great way to make sure that you are getting a really, really defined nose is to concentrate on this area right here. Bringing this area in and shadowing it right in between your eyes gives the instant appearance of having a nose job. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit under my lip as well. This is gonna give the appearance that your bottom lip is just a little bit poutier. As you can see, just that shadow just makes my bottom lip look a little pouty. You can go ahead and just rub that bronzer color right there. So you get something that looks a little bit like this. You can see how we kind of glammed up our bronzer there. And then we're gonna go in and we are gonna use our blush. So to pick up the blush, I like to use the flatter side of the blush brush. I can never say this word, oh my gosh. Okay, and I'm just going to place it right, as you can see, it's flat. Instead of this way I did on the bronzer, I like to do it flat here on my blush color and just pick up all the product on the side. Then you just go ahead and smile. Remember, you're trying to add volume to the apples of your cheeks, so that's where you want to concentrate your color, okay? So you smile big, and then you're just going to lightly dab that blush color right on top of where you already have your cream blush and where it overlaps where you put the bronzer. That's kind of the area that you'll place yours. I know I'm going a little bit higher up just because we have different end goals, but you want to kind of keep your blush right in this area. So I'll show you on the other side. We're picking up the blush flat, getting it on this side, and then smiling, we are going to, actually, you know what, look at the difference. So you can see how it kind of just mattifies that blush color just by applying a little bit of the powder blush. So we're just going to smile big, and we're just going to apply that color to the apples of our cheeks to really deepen that peachy pink that we have going on. So you got something that looks like this. Then we're going to finish that up using our highlight color. This is our highlighter. We're going to go ahead and use either, you can use the small side of the brush, or you can use the opposite side that you put your blush on. And again, you're going to use the side, so I'm pressing down flat onto the highlighter to pick some up on the brush. I'm going to smile, and I'm just going to apply that just on the apples of my cheeks so that when I smile, the sun catches that color and gives me a little bit of a glow right there. I'm going to apply a little bit to my nose, the outer part of my eye here, and right above the tail of my eyebrow. And there you have it. This is how we can turn our regular daytime, everyday makeup and just glam it up a bit just by adding a few powdered products. Now, as you can see, these all blended seamlessly together. We just overlapped one after the other. We have our bronzer right in down here, and then overlapping into our blush and our highlighter right on top of our blush, giving a very seamless blended appearance. Okay? Now we can get into the eyes. Now the colors that we used for you were actually your bronzer and your highlighter. So easy. We're going to go back in with our Peach Bite palette, and we are going to take the small side of this brush. You can use any brush that kind of looks like this, any type of like fluffy shader style brush, any type of brush that says crease on it, something like this. Okay, it's kind of like rounded and very soft. This is going to help to apply the color and diffuse it the way that we would like it to look. So you're going to go ahead, pick up a bunch of your bronzer. And if you haven't already applied some type of your tinted moisturizer or something to your eyes, just go ahead and tap that in. I'm just using the excess from the setting, from the concealer that's on my beauty blender. And I'm going to go in, and again, now you have hooded eyes and I have hooded eyes, so the best way for us to apply our eyeshadow is with our eyes open. So we keep our eyes open, and we're going to place that right above where our natural crease is. And just get the color right there. That's where we want to apply the majority of our color, because that's where people are going to see when our eyes are open and we're talking to them. Okay, so we're going to put the color in there, and then we're just going to pull it forward all the way down to the corner of our eye. Then lightly, I'm holding the brush back here because I really want to have a light hand when I'm diffusing. You push your color, just move it around slowly, a little circular motions. You can do a windmill motion, whatever it is that you need to do to get this edge diffused so that you don't see the line. You want it to look like a seamless transition from color to no color, like so. Okay, then you're going to go in and fill in your entire eyelid. So just close your eye and just tap that in. When you do this motion of tapping, you actually build the pigment much quicker. And then we have our base for our eyeshadow. So you can see what the bronzer does to our eyes. It honestly just makes it look a little bit more defined, gives it a little bit more dimension, and kind of makes them look a little brighter. So we're going to go ahead and do the same on the other side. Get some of that bronzer on the edge of our brush. We're going to keep our eyes open, look straight, and then apply that color right above our natural crease. Again, this is the area that we want to keep our concentration of color to whenever we're doing our makeup, because that's the area that people see when their eyes are open. So we're going to pull that forward all the way to the corner of our eyes. And then again, with holding the end of the brush, I'm just lightly going to diffuse where I place that color, so it kind of has a seamless transition from color to no color and doesn't have any harsh lines. Like so. Once we have that done, I'm going to go ahead, grab some more color on this brush, and I'm just going to pack it in on my eyelid just to get the whole lid covered. There we go. To be completely honest with you, bronzer is usually the only eyeshadow that I use each and every day, just because I absolutely love what it does to my eyeballs and what it will do to your eyeballs too. So once you get to this bronzer stage, this is all you got to do. You can be done. But we went in with a little bit of highlight because we wanted to add some brightness to your eyes. So I'm gonna show you that again. We take a little bit of our finger, one of these fingers, because they are actually our weakest fingers. So we will get like the lightest touch, okay? We're gonna go in and we're gonna grab some of our highlight and we're just gonna dab that right on our eyelid. And I'm just concentrating it a little bit to the center. I'm not going all the way to the end or all the way into the corner of my eye. Just kind of keeping that centered, like so. And there we have our perfect summer eyeshadow. You can see how easy that was to complete. Honestly, so simple. You finish it off, of course, with whatever is your favorite mascara. I believe you have a Zen mascara right now. So we can finish it off with our mascara and of course our favorite lippy. Now let me just quickly show you the mascara wand. This is the Zen mascara wand that you have. It has longer bristles on one side and shorter bristles on the other side. This will allow you to do volume and length. So what I suggest doing is start with the shorter bristles. That's going to put the most amount of product onto your lashes at once. You're going to take these bristles and I'm just going to apply those to my lashes. I'm kind of concentrating on the base of the lash. That's kind of where I would want the most volume and kind of want my lashes to look the most dense. And then we're gonna go in with the longer bristles and I am just going to put those up against my lashes and I'm just gonna blink while I apply that product. That's gonna help the lashes to hold on to the product, get some separation, get some length. Just like so. And you can see how just having a little extra definition in our lashes, just pulling those kind of outwards towards the tail of our eyebrow, just gives our eyes a little bit more of a wider, bright, more appearance. We're going to do the same on this side. It's a beautiful glam going out makeup look that is so easy to do and utilizes all the products that you have in your makeup bag. You want to finish off, of course, with your favorite lippy, and then you are all done. So I hope that these videos helped you to be able to feel a little bit more confident when using the products in your makeup bag. And remember, if you have any questions at all, I am always here to help you out. All right, happy playing with makeup. Bye.